Hello YouTube, I'm doing a short video on my Robinson Armament XCR L, currently chambered in 7.62 by 39. Also have the conversion set up for 5.56 or 223. I just wanted to kind of do a little review of the setup I have currently on this rifle, go over some of the ammo I've been shooting, and kind of cover some stuff that you pretty much can find in other reviews about the XCR, just with things that I've experienced. I've been shooting a bunch of different styles and types of ammo, but primarily I shoot steel case ammo out of my rifle, both in 223 and 7.62 by 39. The ammo choice that I typically shoot is tool ammo. And it's not known for its high quality, of course. But I have to say that the 7.62 by 39, even for tool ammo, has been fantastic. 100%. I've been absolutely impressed. I've probably put close to 600 rounds down range of tool ammo, 7.62 by 39, and have had zero failure to feed, zero failure to eject, no failures at all to report so far. I have been absolutely impressed with this firearm. Now, that being said, I do keep it well lubricated. I have not put it through a torture test because I spent my hard-earned money on this rifle. I would hate to destroy this rifle. So I've definitely put some rounds down range through it. I haven't been scared to chuck some lead. Especially garbage steel case, but it's continued to hold up. The 223 or 5.56, however, I did have some problems with that, especially shooting the Tula ammo. It appears that once it starts to get warm, meaning once I get through about 150 to 200 rounds of 223, it starts to fail. It barely pushes casings out the side, and then eventually just stops cycling altogether. However, if I change out magazines and I switch over to my Federal 223 ammo, which I have been shooting a lot of lately, or the Perfecta ammo in 223, I have had zero failures in those two brands of ammunition. Pretty much all brass 223 and 5.56 I've not had a single problem with in the 223 5.56 barrel. So I'm continuing on that venture, continuing to press to see how many rounds it takes of 223 to get that to fail feeding brass. So far in steel case, about 150 rounds was about my number when I started to get failure to feed. And of course that was Tula ammo 223. I have not tried any steel case 5.56. It's been pretty hard to find any here in Oklahoma, so I'll probably be ordering some bulk ammo online. Until then, I've bought some bulk ammo, Tula ammo, in 7.62 by 39, and I've been having a blast going through that. Alright, I'm going to break down into my rifle and what I've got so far. I ordered the rifle in this OD tan color, or the rock earth color. I think it looks fantastic. I did like the OD green, but I'm a tan guy. I like the tan color. It came with the Samsung iron sights front and rear. They are good sights. I started out with shooting with the sights. Now, of course, they're just backups for right now. And I went ahead and threw a Styrka 1:6 scope illuminated on top with a GG&G mount. Decided to go with a hard mount because I don't need to be quick on the go. Plus, I carry a tool bag whenever I have my rifle. I then went with an MS3 2-point, 3-point sling. And I have to tell you what, this is a fantastic sling. I love how easily adjustable it is with just a pull of this clip. The mechanisms that lock on actually have a locking pin, so you can't accidentally open. You push this closed and it locks it securely. It's been a fantastic sling. It's comfortable shooting in both the 2-point and 3-point. Surprisingly, without having a cushion for your shoulder, this does not cut into you. It is very comfortable. Other than that, I went with a Magpul grip, kind of with the beaver tail here, made it a little bit more comfortable holding the rifle, and went with a Knight's Armament foregrip. I did purchase this bipod grip. Has the pivot action up top, kind of a quick release setup here. I do like it, however, it is very cumbersome. I've watched a lot of reviews with this bipod grip. It is comfortable for the most part. I really like to, when I'm grabbing a hold of my gun, I like to grab up in the top portion of the bipod or the grip and kind of support the bottom of my rifle and the front of my rifle. I know some people will tell me I should have gotten an angled grip, but I also like to hold, especially when clearing corners, this grip here. So when you try this, what they don't tell you is when you grab a hold of this, you're up high, but when you grab a hold of this, you're way down here. So naturally, when you draw the firearm up, when you're looking down your sight, because you're used to your hand being at your foregrip, you actually raise the front end of your gun higher than you normally would. Now, it's something you could probably train yourself through. I just haven't given it the time, really. Otherwise, this bipod is very sturdy, surprisingly, very sturdy for it being pretty much an entire polymer makeup. Was pretty impressed with it. Now, I'll probably end up giving it another go in the future, but for now, she's just collecting dust. Let's see if there's anything else really I can go over. I'm going to be doing a review of my Styrka scope. This thing is bad A. It really is. I won't even try to do that right now. If you're in the market for a good scope, definitely would recommend giving Styrka a shout out. They're worth a try. That's for no doubt. The optic is absolutely clear, completely waterproof, shockproof. I mean, it's just a fantastic scope. The glass is crystal clear. I really don't even know what to say about it. I've been absolutely impressed with this scope. I was in the market for a 1:6 scope and was going to get the Vortex Strike Eagle, but due to Optics Planet stating that they had some in ordered one, and they ended up following up letting me know that they were several months out on getting them. So they gave me a killer deal on this scope, and I have not regretted it one moment. It is by far shot in held groupings, way better than I anticipated. I mean, it's a little pricey. It's a little bit more expensive than the Strike Eagle. It's an upcoming scope company. Well worth it. Definitely well worth it. You look down the glass, you will be quite impressed. They also have pretty much their biggest selling point is a forever guarantee. No matter what you do to the scope, they'll fix it. Pretty much. And even once a year for the entire life that you own this scope. And I'm pretty sure it's even transferable. That if you own this scope, whether you buy it secondhand or firsthand, you can send it in once a year, every year for the rest of your life, and they will maintain it, clean it, send it back to you. If they find a problem, they will fix it. If they find a problem that is beyond fixing, they will send you a new scope. Now, I can't speak for Styrka or anybody who's experienced their warranty, but I mean, it sounds like a pretty good deal. And if they back it up, you can't beat that with a stick, that's for sure. So I will do a little bit more in-depth review of the Styrka scope in the future. I'm going to get some videos of me shooting my rifle up. Hopefully Sunday we're going to go out and do some shooting. A couple buddies of mine. Everybody who I've let shoot this rifle loves it. absolutely loves it. The only complaint I've had about this rifle is the weight. It is a little cumbersome. It's a man's gun, that's for sure. But it also feels like it takes down on the recoil a little bit, which isn't bad, not at all. Well, I think I'm going to call it short on that. If you guys have any questions or want me to get into any further detail on the rifle, hit me up, and I'll be posting more videos of me shooting. Excuse me. Getting a new muzzle brake for the end of it. I may change the paint up, do a little bit of a camouflage paint, probably with some black or gray on top of the tan here. And who knows? I might be buying a new Styrka scope here in the near future, and trying a little bit more distance on this. I'm going to come out with some grouping details in future videos. What I'm getting for accuracy in both the 7.62 by 39 and with the 223. And we'll go from there. We'll see how you guys like it here on YouTube. And if I get a lot of good reviews on it, good questions, I'll continue making them, and we'll move on from here. I'd like to give a shout out to Styrka because they are awesome. Robinson Armament. By the way, if you are in the market for buying one of these rifles, I know they have a real bad rep from the past of long delivery times, problems with the mechanisms, the rifle themselves. I have to say, from everything I've experienced, they've taken care of all of that. They've smashed it. They were very prompt. They were very helpful. They follow up on you. Even after you've got this rifle, they call you and ask you how you like it. They're very involved in their firearms. They're very involved with their customers. I highly recommend it. I really do. All right, guys, I'll leave you. Thank you.